SPS Video Works, in association with Holy Cow Productions, presents Say Boo to Bullying. In episode 1, Miss Jeffries and Mrs. Langley caused quite a stir in the teacher's lounge when they barged in to have a party for themselves. Miss Lagerhausen and Mrs. Sines went to Mr. Hanson and Mrs. Power to get some advice on what they might do about this disturbing incident. Mrs. Power and Mr. Hanson said they would see what they could do to find out more about this situation and see what they could do to help. Episode 2, The Investigation. Mrs. Power and Mr. Hanson are doing some investigating. They are taking a look around Miss Jeffries and Mrs. Langley's classrooms.
Look at that! We're not second best.
What's that all about?
I'm not sure. Let's go look at Mrs. Langley's room.
There's another sign.
We want equal rights and respect.
I think I know what's going on here.
Mr. Hanson asked some students for ideas about how to help a bully stop being a bully.
Hey guys, I gotta ask you a question, and this is not a test.
What's up?
So, I've heard we've got a bully in 2nd grade, and I was wondering if you guys had any advice on what we can do to get this kid maybe to lighten up and be a better friend.
That's easy. I remember a teacher telling us to make a friend, you have to be a good one.
I remember that too. I think that if the other kids show the bully, they will be friends no matter what.
Hey, maybe the bully would get the idea that they don't have to be the bully at all.
That's really good advice. I think you guys have given me a really good idea. Thanks.
Mrs. Power asks some of her students for ideas about how to help a bully stop being a bully.
Hey girls, I heard there's a bully in 2nd grade. Does any of you guys have a suggestion on how to turn a bully into a friendly person?
I remember reading something in the Bible about that.
Yeah, I think Jesus said something about that in Matthew chapter 5.
That's the Sermon on the Mount. Let's see if we can find that. Okay, Matthew chapter 5. So Matthew, Mark. Okay, past the Old Testament. Okay.
Found it.
Oh,
Me too.
what page?
1429.
Okay.
I found it. I think it's in verse 43.
Okay, well, let's each read a verse.
Okay, I'll start. You have heard that it was said, love your friends, hate your enemies.
But now I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you,
So that you may become the children of your Father in heaven. For he makes his sun to shine on bad and good people alike, and gives rain to those who do good and to those who do evil.
I think that means God loves everyone, even the bullies.
Why should God reward you if you only love people that love you? Even the tax collectors do that.
Yeah, and the Romans and the tax collectors were the bullies when Jesus walked the earth.
and if you speak only to your friends, have you anything out of the ordinary? Even the pagans do that.
You must be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. Wow, you guys, I think we found the perfect solution for bullies.